Hello, hello. I'm here to give my review of Diablo 4. Um, I am one of those dads everyone keeps talking about that, I only got a few hours to play a fucking game. And, I've been playing games since I was like 4. I'm almost 40 now. So been playing the normal Nintendo, playing Mario, all that old school stuff. I've played multiple different games. I don't just play action RPGs or RPGs. My favorite has got to be the original Final Fantasy VII. Never mind this garbage ass fucking remake that's ruining the storyline of a story driven game. Morons. I put over 1,000 hours into one playthrough of Final Fantasy just to make sure that I got every character at level 99 with 255 attack stats, every materia in the game, as well as every weapon, item, and etc. So I had a fully completed Final Fantasy VII game. It was, yeah, I was very sad to lose that. But that just, lets you know what, how long I've played video games, and, that I'm not just a guy out here going, oh, this game fucking sucks. Okay? First off, the game itself, it's the way you move, the actions, the combat, the actual play game of it is great. It's fantastic. Look, I can go in here, several mobs, they attack, whatever. Uh, what the actual problem is with this game, and I can show you, is first of all, is no, I don't like my build. This coming around, I'm literally hitting X and whatever my core skill is. So my basic skill and my mastery skill. Throwing down Blizzard and shooting ice at people, freeze them, and then my ice shards go off. And they do damage, yay, whatever. But I did not want to play this way. It was just the only way that was basically guided through to play the build and actually be able to do anything. None of the other equipment, other than things that referred to ice spikes or blizzard or cold of any kind, actually even functioned with each other at all. They didn't do anything, and a lot of them, if you see, they come with severe drawbacks. Like, I got 2 of these and they both suck. Like, come on. One of the main drawbacks is, like, meteorites fall around and then they do this much burning damage, but how does that fucking help me survive? In a game where things are literally fucking, like, the reason I have to play this way is because they abuse unstoppable and shooting you from outside the camera, and things damage you just can't stop. You can't avoid. You like, I could try and probably avoid half of the damage I'm taking here, but really, to be honest, it's almost better just to commit to fucking face tanking things and just plowing through it. And that is, brings me to my first point of why this game is failing, is because everything's a barbarian. Everything's a barbarian. I'm a fucking barbarian right now. I shoot spells, but look how I have to play. I have to fucking think. I get extra damage for being close to them. Being far away does not fucking help me because, like, watch, they're just gonna go unstoppable and hit me with one of those big, stupid attacks. First off, there's no goddamn reason that these things should do this much damage, and then all of a sudden, there's just one guy that does one attack that is just stupid strong for no goddamn reason. Okay, like, that is a very cheap and cheesy way to get a fucking kill. Honestly, like, you're coming along and all of a sudden this thing does more than your max life in a dungeon that things were barely even hurting you. That's just way too far of an increase of their damage. So by fixing one goddamn number and taking away that mechanic, like, put it down to like why? I was fucking almost alive because he's fucking shooting me there. I'm going from a barrier that's worth 75% of my health to literally being bang and down to almost like 10% of my health. So without my barrier, that was a one shot. Why? Why? These things aren't even that high of a level. Look, they're fucking my level pretty much. I'm level 100 and these things just hit with like this thing here. Why? Why does it need to hit that fucking hard? Like, that's unnecessary. Completely unnecessary, and that's why a lot of... And this, the unstoppable. You put unstoppable on it just before it does one of those attacks, which means there's no counterplay. There's no fucking counterplay to that shit. Because I'm going to go unstoppable, I'm going to walk up to you, and that's... Before I'm unstoppable is when I'm preparing to do one of those big attacks that's going to fucking basically kill you. So... you can't stop it. It's not like you can see this attack coming and respond to it. Your only response is to basically run away, and Unstoppable won't stop until they fire off that attack. So they will just continue to chase you until they throw that attack. And you can dodge around it, sure, whatever, but that's not the point. You're abusing mechanics in the game to try to add some sort of artificial challenge instead of just making the game the way it is. And if I want a bigger challenge, I'll go to a higher fucking nightmare dungeon where everything will just hit harder. That's instead of putting a level 100 nightmare dungeon's damage into a level 50 dungeon at random times just to add, yeah, it's stupid. But the main reason, and all of that shit doesn't even fucking matter. Doesn't even matter. Because nobody would give a shit about all these little things if when I freaking pick up one of these items that fall on the ground, it's actually something I can fucking use. Right? Like, oh geez, this is a level 803. Huh. That's actually a good piece of gear. But this is what I pick up all the rest of the time. What, 797, 789, 785. On uniques, it's fucking stupid for it to be lower than 800 because you can't even use the fucking gear. Right? Like, look, 770, what, 81? Some stupid shit. Their uniques don't do anything for the most part. So, and at the end of this mission, I will get nothing. After this whole thing, look, I open a chest, nothing. This is why the game's failing. It has nothing to do with, like, all the rest of that shit they can fucking fix. Yeah, you know, like, build diversity. Okay, they're gonna add more gear. I don't understand which retarded Muntabon decided that they were gonna take out set gear, considering that is literally the whole fucking reason people play Diablo. to grab the sets, to grab the gears, the uniques. The uniques are new, which would have been great, which would have been fucking amazing if you would have had the set gear with the uniques, and then have the uniques that they would complement the set gear. So you could have 3 pieces of this, 2 pieces of that, and then 2 uniques that put that all together. That would be fantastic. That's what this game is missing, is like, where's the sets? Where's the things that do cool stuff? Like, you notice most of this gear comes with a drawback. Why does this have to have a percentage on whether it summoned a night? Just say it summons an additional lightning spear. When you cast it, I get 2 lightning spears. That way it's fucking, why does it need to have a percentage roll in order to do this? Like, I had to find this piece of gear with 100% chance to spawn a lightning spear, when that should just be the way the ability works. It should always have a 100% chance to summon a lightning spear, because you're using up a legendary affix slot for this. Why am I going to do it for a small chance to do something? That makes no sense. Your lucky hit chance is increased by 12 while you have an active barrier. So why didn't you just leave it as your lucky hit chance is increased by 12? Would it really have broken the game that much? Right? Like, that does something, but they're slowed for 60 seconds, okay? Right? Like, most of these things like this. Well, Deep Freeze is active. You restore 20% of your maximum life and mana per second. The fuck? Okay? Like, such situational things that only work with one attack, and it really doesn't do very much, right? Meteorites immobilize enemies for 3 seconds, okay? Additional burning damage for meteors. Hail of meteorites, like, these are mostly just trash. Like, oh, this armor for thing, when you deal any form of damage, stacking to 27%. The random things on the legendaries are stupid. They should always be just the highest fucking roll every goddamn time as just a standard, so you don't have the chance of getting a really good piece of gear with a really trash legendary. It's the right legendary, but it rolled really stupid. Okay, so now I gotta go find another piece. This is the problem. We have no reward for doing this. After this dungeon, I'm not even going to get anything for it worth getting. Like, there's going to be nothing I get from this dungeon that I'm going to want to keep around. Oh, look, I opened a chest. Chests are fucking worthless. They hardly ever drop anything of any value. And then dying to stupid mechanics all the fucking time. Like, come on. Like that. Like, how are you supposed to mage play when they teleport on top of you from any distance and immediately do damage, like significant levels of damage? Like, you can't even glass cannon. Like, I remember playing fucking Fly FF, alright? And anybody that has played MMOs or things like that, or actual RPGs and shit like that, right? I don't know if you know about the hit and run mages. Hit and run, you know that's the thing. Okay, you used to gather up like 100 fucking mobs in an area, and you'd go around and you'd use an attack to slow them down or otherwise push them back or stop them. And you would hit them and run away and hit them and run away. And eventually that would give you the ability to fight levels far above you, far, far above you. And Jesus Christ. Are you any good? Are you any good? Let me see. 7:30. Oh my God. Throw it back. See something else? It's not even for my class. And it's 8:01. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, throw it down. Whatever. I'm going to do this the entire fucking dungeon. There's not going to be a single goddamn thing, for the most part, unless for just this moment they decide they're going to drop me something really good at the end if I make it there, because they're using some cheap ass one shit and things, and I'm half not paying attention, just kind of hitting buttons. So another thing is, because of the limited way that they do the combat, like, I can only afford to have one attack. Like, honestly, unless I'm going around and I'm gonna fucking find the perfect gear and reset this, I don't have time for that. I want to sit down and I just want to play a game. Like, is it that fucking hard? Sit down, play a game. I want to drop some loot. Right? Where's my magic find? Where's the fucking magic find? I don't get any. I've gotten the same rate of dropping shit and the same amount of loot from every goddamn thing that has ever dropped loot in this game. At no point have I ever seen that rain of loot that I've gotten in Diablo 2 beating a boss, or Diablo 3, you know, you get that big, huge loot fucking thing. No, that has not existed. 2 items. Here you go. You do this whole fucking dungeon. Here's 2 items. All those items are trash. You can't even wear them at your level. Oh, well, go do another dungeon then. And we'll see. We'll see if we'll help you out there. Like, why am I doing the whole fucking... This is why they're like, well, you know, it's not fun. Yeah, well, because it's not fun to go through a dungeon, go through all this shit. Why the fuck are you just doing retarded amounts of damage right now for no fucking reason? Fuck off. Like, I swear, their math doesn't fucking work out. Sometimes things will hit you just so weak, you won't even notice them, and other times they're just taking off your full fucking health bar the whole goddamn time. Like, why do I have all this shit? Like, oh my god. Anyways, more rares, no one cares about. I don't know who the hell decided to take out the set items, but you took out literally majority of the enjoyment of playing a Diablo game. It's not about just leveling to 100, getting there as fast as possible. It's about the build. What am I doing with it? Like, that's what it's supposed to be about. And you guys took out all the customization. You took out the customization and the set items. Why would you remove set items? Set items have been part of fucking Diablo since Diablo 2. Why the hell? That guy needs to be fired, because that guy is probably the one making a lot of bad decisions, because that was probably the stupidest one with no excuse of why you need... Who thought it was a good idea to get rid of set items? Which retard decided the new Diablo game should not have set items? So instead of adding uniques, you replace set items with the uniques, instead of just adding uniques on top of it and being like, oh, look, there's more shit you can do. Like, that's what all these RPGs are missing. They're missing the customization. Like the new Final Fantasy remake. Its customization is fucking garbage. It needs... all your Metra slots need to be taken up by purple fucking orbs in order for you to have one spell that you're allowed to actually customize. Otherwise, your character doesn't even function in the later gameplay. Like, you can't even play the fucking game unless your goddamn character is set up with so many specific things that the actual customization of your character is one item. How the fuck is that my character? You literally made me play this way. Like, it's like in this one. Okay? Why is it necessary for me to break the game damage-wise in order to complete it? Why do I need to literally search for critical damage and vulnerability to such a point that I can do billions of damage, but that's the required level to play? That doesn't make any sense. I should be able to play the game without breaking it and be able to do the end of the content. That's like the game. You do those breaking the game things for your own enjoyment. To sit there and go to your friends and be like, hey, look what I did. I'm doing 1 billion damage. Yo, dude, how'd you do that? That's not supposed to be a required level of gameplay in the game. The fact that I'm sitting here literally fighting, pressing 2 buttons, that's a problem. I have not gained a single point of mana since level 1. I could do 2 blizzards when I started. I can do 2 blizzards now. I know, that seems like a problem to me. Like... and after all this, I've just done this whole dungeon, went on this whole spiel. I have not found one fucking item of value at all. I got a wand, which I don't use. That's really not even that strong. It's just barely above 800. And I got another wand. Like, this is the problem. This is why the game's fucking boring. Every goddamn elite. One item. And if I went through the effort to go and pick it up, I could bet you donuts to dollars it wouldn't even be above 800 at level 100. These are 103. I'm 100. So there should be no goddamn reason that any item that drops shouldn't be above 800. It should be something I could wear if I wanted to. If I wanted those stats on that weapon, I should be able to wear that weapon any drop at my level. Yes, if I have a level 100 character, I should be able to get level 800 drops or whatever the thing is. I should be able to get them very easily because that's my level. That is the required level I need in order to play the fucking content of my level. So yes, the gear should drop at my fucking level all the time. I'm level 100. I want level 100 gear. If I pick something, look, the nether yellow. Oh, look, I open that chest, nothing even comes out of it. It's not even a fucking gear. Oh, no, I'm taking the fucking stupid things. What are you doing? Oh, unstoppable now. You're just gonna go unstoppable. And then you're just gonna stop taking damage for a bit? No? Oh, you didn't even drop an item. Like, look, I fought how many elites? 1 fucking item dropped. 1. There is nothing I can do in this game to increase my magic find. There is nothing I can do in this game to increase the value or the amount of drops per kill. Nothing. Right? And even if I drop this little fucker on the ground and I pick up this one, oh, what's it going to be? Oh, a 750 something. Like, I can't even look at that. Why is that even there? That's why this game sucks. It has nothing to, all the rest of the shit can be fixed. The fucking gem tab, the da-da-da-da-da. I don't want to hear about endgame content. This game has plenty of endgame content. It has plenty of bosses, veteran dungeons, hell tides, PvP. Diablo's never had a fucking PvP. You can do whatever you want. The problem isn't what is there. The problem is that it's not rewarding to play it. I could go do the hell tides. I could go find the fucking mystery chest. I can go through all the effort of getting the 250 fucking things to go get it. And when I open it, 4 really trash rares are gonna drop out of the fucking box. So do I feel like I want to go do another hell tide? Do I feel like it was rewarding to do this? No. I have no interest in doing this. I have no interest in getting to the end of these fucking dungeons. I don't even care about trying. Like, I'm not trying to do this shit. Like, you put so many of these fucking stupid affixes on them, and most of them require you to be on a point. Like, this stupid one, Stormbane's Wrath. Oh, what happens there? Oh, well, there's a little thing that follows you around, and every once in a while, it decides to float off somewhere, and if you don't follow it, you take virtually lethal damage. The fuck? Like, most of these things I can't even play. Like, most of them I can't even play. Because, look, Armor Breaker. You know how fucked up armor is already? And when they do Armor Breaker, it already fucks your resistance. Because your resistance is tied to your armor. And your resistance is already broken. Does not matter what content I do. It is irrelevant because it's not rewarding. Like, it's just not. Like, I'm not going to get anything out of these guys that is going to be worth it. Like, yellows, 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 yellows. No form of magic find. That's a, I don't know who thought that one up too. Like, you guys had a lot of people that have never played a Diablo game in their fucking life, like, ever, that were making creative and, like, executive decisions with this game. Like, you have that Rob Ferguson guy. He looks like the dad that runs around telling everybody not to play video games because it's a waste of time. Okay, he does not look like a gamer. I don't think that man's ever picked up a controller in his fucking life. Ever. Okay? That guy had to, I don't even know how he's in the business of doing video games at all, because he does not look like he's ever played a game in his life. Like, ever. So, obviously, they've never played a Diablo game. Like, because this wouldn't be happening. You took out set items. You took out, which was essentially your end game. That is your end game. The build, the experimenting with things, the that's your end game. Like, that has always been the end game for Diablo, has been building your builds, finding out those pieces of gear, those set items, so you could do those really cool builds that do really cool shit. That was the thing. Everyone had a bunch of builds of stuff because they didn't want to go make or have to reset the build. So they're like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just make another sorcerer and I'll build it this way. Like, I don't know what happened to RPGs and like even the stats. Why can I not play a full intelligent mage anymore? Full Ellie or full intel can't be done because you pick what stats I have. You pick how tough or how strong I'm gonna be. That defeats the purpose of an RPG. Role-playing game. I want to play this way. Look, I can't even fucking choose to do anything else except basically stand on top of them and fucking beat the shit out of them. It either works that way or it doesn't. Right? Like, look, and I'm running through the dungeon and I'm not getting fucking shit. I have not found a single fucking thing this entire time. I'll go all the way to the end too if I want. Like, I don't know, maybe I don't really feel like it, but going through all the effort. But since I'm making the video, I might as well. So go all the way to the end here. Oh, these stupid things. Oh, a greed one. Who the fuck thought up that? Like, did I really need gold? Honestly, what the fuck do I need gold for? To repair my shit after they cheesed me out 5 times in a row, right? Oh, you know, how you do? Another thing that doesn't even fucking matter. Look, my armor's almost broken. Doesn't do anything. It hasn't made a single fucking difference because the amount of damage that they do with these stupid one-hit fucking attacks, it's so retardedly high, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, whether you're at 10% your armor or not, it's doesn't matter. Guy with this big wave of fucking stupidity. Another thing is tying all my damage. Oh, dude, I don't care. Like, where's my rare? Where's my legendaries? Where's the uniques? Where's, like, I'm going to go through this dungeon after this. I'm going to go over every single item. And I'm going to show you that even if I stop and pick it up, it's not worth it. A ring, an ancestral ring. Oh, look, I'm going to go through all the effort to go pick it up. Okay, I'm going to do it. All right, I'm going to throw this piece of shit on the ground. See? And now I'm going to grab this ring. And what's it going to be? Ice shards at a 789. So I can't even wear the gear itself. And the fucking thing sucks. Like, this is exactly the type of affixes I'm talking about. Exactly. But does 21% less damage per subsequent enemy hit. Why didn't you just say ice shards pierce 4 or 5 or 6 times? Enough. You didn't need the part on it that says deals less damage. Why the fuck am I going to put something on if it's going to make me weaker? Well, you'll hit them more. Yeah, but each fucking time I hit them is worthless and it just takes up actions time for no fucking reason. So I can attack longer for less damage. Because I could just fire it the once, repeatedly. I don't see how it even makes sense to take away my damage. It's like this other fucking one. There's another affix that does this. The fireball fucking unique. And it's a unique too. So this is like one of the special ones they put fucking effort into. And you go fireball, bounces 3 times, but does like 70% less damage. So it essentially becomes a fucking joke. Like you get the damage is so fucking low that it's not even an attack anymore. It just bounces around. It can't do damage. Right? Like that's ridiculous. You put this enchantment shit, but you only got 2 spots. So what do you do? I can't even make a combination out of that. It takes 3 to make a combination. A primary, a secondary, and a thing on top. Like, Jesus Christ, who the fuck taught these people how to do shit? Like, have you guys ever played an RPG in your life? Okay? I've played RPGs for the past like 20 years. All right? It's about the builds. It's about the loot. Finding the gear and doing the builds to do the things that make you feel like you're proud of, or otherwise like playing your character. It's your character. Why the fuck do I want to play a character that at the end of the game they're all gonna have the exact same gear with the exact same stats? Like, I looked up what the uniques are in this game. The uniques, okay? Uniques are literally your end game build. You get the Shanko, you get the fucking staff that lets you get the shrine buff every 30 seconds. All your gear that's fucking like that top grade gear or uber uniques or whatever, all contain the thing that has shrine buffs last 30% longer or some shit. So essentially, once you have all these pieces, well, now you can build your build because you get +4 to all skills, which means all that work you put into building your build is absolutely fucking pointless, because that thing just either made you that thing auto gods you. You're automatically fucking god mode because you get every single passive, every single fucking thing in the game you now have, and your skills that you already had points into now become super strong because now they're at like 9 points instead of fucking 5. And then everything else is at 4 points, which most of the passives have a max of 3, so you're 1 over all of your passives. All of your passives. All of your shit is 1 over. So that plus the shrine buffs, which then will make you like fucking always crit whatever invulnerable random periods of time. And if that, once that like stacks up, because shrine buffs will last like 100 and something percent longer, so you're always going to be under the effects of at least 2 or 3 shrine buffs. So between that and the Shanko, and it's going to be so there's the staff. So here, we'll go up here. Check this. So the staff will be that stupid staff. You'll have this, which is critical strikes increased by movement speed, which your critical strike chance is going to be retarded because of the fact you're always going to be under 1 or 2 shrine buffs, which give you retarded amounts of movement speed bonus. The effects of healing you beyond your 100% life grants you a barrier, blah, blah, blah. This would probably be your pants for the most part. There are a couple unique pants here that you could probably go with. Die while frozen have a 13% chance to unleash a frost nova. That could be a thing. It could be, right? But probably not. This one, I found another one. Yeah, the Terminator. Okay. Your necklace will no, not that one. The necklace is the other one. There's another one that's a necklace. The boots are already there. Your armor, probably either the razor plate or or is it stupid teleporting thing? Because you'll have teleport at like level 4, so it doesn't matter. You might as well put it on, you know? And then the helm will be the Shanko thing. So with the uniques that you have pretty much here, that's your end game build. That is pretty much your end game build. You're not going to get any better than that. It's just